Hello and welcome back to another video. This is video 8 and we're going to begin in video 8 working on your geography page. So I've clicked on my website, I clicked on my geography link, and I see that I've got a blank slate to make some awesome stuff. So we're going to begin by starting in our geography file, and under our horizontal line, the horizontal rule tag, HR, making sure we're still inside the body. Don't type it out here because you won't be able to see it. It's not on the body. It's not in the body. So what we're going to do is come down to, let's say, line 31. And here we're going to put a paragraph tag. This is a tag that basically says we started a new line, new paragraph, and it's going to contain some text. And we're going to type in something like, welcome to my webpage on the geography of, and I'll type in ancient Mesopotamia. You might be doing a topic of Islam, ancient Islam, so you might type in your title. Welcome to my webpage on the geography of ancient Mesopotamia. And I'm going to click save. Now, if I go and refresh my webpage, I'll see it there. Welcome to a webpage on the geography of ancient Mesopotamia. I see I forgot an H. So I'm going to go in and fix that. Save it, refresh. Okay, very good. So now we want to add a picture. I think a good picture for a geography page would be a map. So I'm going to go to Google and type in ancient Mesopotamia map. If you're doing this on Islam, you would search up a picture of ancient Islam for a map. Okay, choose a picture that makes sense for your area of study, finding a map that's good and detailed. Don't just pick any old map. I like this one because it shows some modern day countries. It shows the names of the rivers I'm looking for, Babylonia, Sumer, and so on. So to save an image, we've learned in a previous video, is to, with 2 fingers, click your mouse and choose Save Image As. Now, as always, make sure you're saving it in the proper place. So mine is in My Drive, HTML, Websites, Images, and I'm going to name this map.jpg. Okay, you'll notice if you click in here, it'll sometimes just highlight the text you should change. That's map.jpg. Making sure it's spelled correctly, pay attention to what you typed because you're going to need it here in a second. So I'm going to save map.jpg in my images folder. There it goes. It says it's there, downloaded. All right, close out of that. There we go. Inside of Caret, on our geography webpage, we're going to put this picture. And I'm going to come down to maybe, let's say, line 35. I got lots of room to work. Some of you have been given a piece of paper where we put some things here. Maybe it's our image. It's on every page, our Mesopotamia image. That's okay. Let's come down to line 35. And we're going to make our image source tag. We're going to say image source, a folder called images. Images is with a capital I on my computer. My images folder has a capital I. Yours might be spelled different, so make sure you have it exact. Okay, so I have my images folder with a file called map.jpg, and I save it. I've got my paragraph tag, and I refresh. Now I have my image of my map for geography. Okay, pretty cool. It's pretty big though too. So there are some class tags that we can add for this to get it centered or to get it to float, which means have text next to it. And that's what we're going to do right now. The first thing that you're going to do is go to styles, and we're going to make a couple of new styles tags on our CSS. So here we're going to type in left, and we're going to make it look just like center, but I have an easier way for you. You're going to highlight all of this, center, and you're going to copy it, come down and paste, push enter and paste. And we're going to just change this word from center to be left, change this word to be right, and then where it says margin left, under the left class tag, you're going to make this a 0. we could use a class tag called left that puts a picture on the left. And then we can use a class called right, which puts it on the right. Now you can change these percentages later if you want, because that'll affect the size of the image. You might even need to delete them, because there's lots of ways to change the size of an image. But I think for now that looks pretty good. So what we can do now is over in our geography page, we can give it a class description, and we can say class equals right. And when we refresh our page, it'll give it that cool size and move it over to the right. Let's say that, and that class equals right means check for in our styles page, because that's how we linked it together. Check in our styles page for a class. A class is notated by this period and then a word. We can name it whatever we want. It's the code inside that makes the difference. So we use the class called right, put it on the right, and gave it a width. If I want to change the size of that image, I can change the width there. That's pretty big, so on. Well, if you remember from a previous video, we can also use a class called center. So here I am on my geography page. Maybe I want this class to not be on the right or the left. I want it to be in the center. Okay, there we go. Now, there are still some more things that we can do. And I think what I would like you to do right now is pause this video, make sure that your image works and you can move it left and right, and just experiment with all of those changes to find out what it is that you want it to be. Is it on the left? Is it in the center? Or is it on the right? Oh, and what size would you like it? And I think I'm going to end this video here. In the next video, we're going to create a bulleted list for some great details to start adding some more information to our webpage on the geography of this image, explaining the different points.